She found the couch on a Tuesday. Good price, good photos, fast reply. She confirmed a time, got an address, and put it in her calendar. She's bought things off Marketplace dozens of times. She knew what she was doing. What she didn't know, until she arrived at a parking lot that matched the address, with cash in her bag, and the seller wasn't answering texts, was that the account had been created 4 days ago. The couch was a stock photo. This is not a story about someone who was careless. It's a story about what happens when familiar starts to feel the same as safe. Facebook Marketplace is not a dangerous place. Millions of legitimate transactions happen there every week. But the platform's familiarity, the fact that it looks and feels like a normal app you use for normal things, is exactly what the scammers are counting on. Familiarity lowers your guard. Lowered guard is the product they're selling. So before you meet a stranger, pay a deposit or hand over cash for anything, run this checklist. It takes less than 3 minutes, and there is not a single item on it you can't do from your phone right now before you reply. 7 checks, 3 minutes. Let's go through them. Check 1. Account age. Before you respond to a single message, click the seller's profile. When was the account created? If it's less than 30 days old and the listing is a high-value item, phone, laptop, car part, furniture, that is a flag. Not a deal breaker, but a flag. Check 2. Listing history. An account with 1 listing and a blank profile is not the same as an account with 47 completed sales and a string of reviews. Scroll. Look. The history tells you who you're dealing with. Check 3. Reverse image search the photos. This takes 20 seconds. Screenshot the main listing photo and drop it into Google Images or TinEye. If those photos appear in a listing from 3 states away or on a furniture retail website, you have your answer. Check 4. Public location. Always. Not their driveway. Not a side street. A parking lot with people in it. A coffee shop. A bank lobby. Many police departments have designated safe exchange zones, well lit on camera, 0 risk. Use them. Check 5. Tell someone, before you leave, 1 text with the address, the seller's name, the item, and the time you expect to be back. This is not paranoia. This is the thing you'd want your daughter to do. Check 6. Exact cash only. Bring what was agreed, not $1 more. Scammers love the moment when a buyer reaches into their bag and pulls out more than the asking price. Suddenly, the deal gets complicated. Don't give them the material. And check 7, the most important of all. If the payment method changes after you've agreed to a price, actually, can you Zelle me so I can send my guy to drop it off? That is the pivot point. The moment the transaction became a scam. No explanation is required. No confrontation is required. Just stop and walk away. Here's the honest version of this checklist. You know it. You'll nod along to every item. You might even bookmark this video. And then one Tuesday, when you're in a hurry and you found the exact thing you were looking for at a price that makes you want to move fast, you'll forget half of it. That's not a character flaw. That's how urgency works. It's also how the scam works. This is why SCAMANOT exists. Not to replace your judgment, to back it up in the exact moment your judgment is under the most pressure. Paste the listing. Paste the message. Paste the seller's profile description. SCAMANOT reads what you're looking at and tells you what it sees. In this case, moderate risk. Account too new, no history. Cash preference flagged. Not a confirmed scam. A reason to slow down. 7 seconds. Before you've driven anywhere. Before you've pulled cash. Before the deal that felt fine starts to feel wrong. That's the window SCAMANOT is built for. The 3 minutes before you commit. When the information is still just information and not a lesson, SCAMANOT is free to use. No account required for a basic check. Paste the listing, get the verdict, make the call, and if you're buying and selling regularly, multiple transactions a month, the Guardian plan gives you 50 checks a day for $9 a month. 1 prevented scam pays for it for the year. The link is in the description. Bookmark it before you need it, not after. And one more thing before you go. Send them the checklist. Not this video necessarily, just the checklist slide. Screenshot scene 4. Send it to the group chat. Because the people most at risk aren't the ones who've never done this before. They're the ones who've done it 100 times and stopped thinking it required a second look. Familiar is not the same as safe. Subscribe for a new scam breakdown every Wednesday. We'll see you next time.